Hey everyone, it's Spurs Rail 96 here. Hope you're doing well out there and have had a good start to a new week that is now upon us in March. Good God, how fast time is going at the moment. Welcome to another Train Sim World live stream. For today's live stream, we are taking a look at a UK route. Yes, we're back on home soil, so to speak, after a few weeks actually of being on some German content for a change. But now we are back on home soil, like I said, and we're going to be taking a look at one of my favourite modern UK routes in Train Sim World, and that is a route from Skyhook Games. The route in question is the Midland Main Line, which covers three big towns and cities in the Midlands, and that is Leicester, Nottingham and Derby, with one of those football clubs doing well at the moment. Let's get on the route and have some fun. There's a few journeys to choose here. We've got the cargo line, aggregates and petroleum packs. Both I picked on a stupidly cheap discount many months and many moons ago. But we're going to go on the Midland Main Line journey here. And we're going to go the high-speed train. And I'm amazed I've not done these. Have I not done these? I'm pretty sure I've done a stream on Midland Main Line before. It was a long time ago though. Okay, so we're going to do a passenger service from Nottingham to London St Pancras International, but of course we can only go as far as Leicester. So let's get going. So a little bit of information about the Midland Main Line. It came out, I think, roughly in March, wasn't it? I think 2023, so nearly 2 years ago. It's a 36-mile route that goes, like I said, from Nottingham and Derby to Leicester. I think it's, 36 miles or something like that. So it's not the longest UK route, not by a long shot. And when it first launched, it was in a bit of a higgledy-piggledy. I think that's an understatement. Truth be told, it was in a terrible state, from scenery to performance to just bugs in general. But fair play to Skyhook Games. 3 huge, massive patches later, they have improved the route quite significantly. Not just the scenery and the performance of the route, but the multiple units as well. You know, fixing bugs and streamlining the whole thing to make it just feel a bit, much more better. The way it should have been when it was released nearly 2 years ago. That's probably why I didn't do these services there at night. Oh no, this is not at night. This is at 7:10 in the AM. Is daylight a possibility in this morning? Nope. That means I have to go back to the main menu. I'll pick another service and see if that one's at daytime conditions. But yeah, it's not without its faults, no doubt about that. I really wish it could have been extended, like particularly the main line itself from Derby to Sheffield, to give the HST a real chance to stretch its legs, because it just feels a little bit short and sweet with the HST. So if we could have that, that'd be pretty cool, as well as the Matlock branch for the 158, which I think the services from Matlock are in the timetable and can be operated in the game, but only as far as I think Derby. Let's try this one. Let's try Leicester to Nottingham. Let's see if that one is any better. But also, it would be cool if we could have another section that goes from it's just after Nottingham and rejoins the main line to um, I think it's either before or after Chesterfield. I'm trying to think of what the line is called off the top of my head. I think I had it written down somewhere. Did I write it down or make a note of it? I'm pretty sure I did. I deliberately did so I could remember, but unless I forgot to actually write it down. I don't know. Hang on, let me just look for my notes. In here somewhere. I got tons of notes. It's ridiculous this day and age. What is it? The Earwash Valley Line. That's it. I think that's what it is. Yeah, I think that's what it is. But yeah, if we could have those three, like little sections of the network added together, like the Earwash Valley Line, the Matlock branch spurring off that new Midland Main Line, well, section from Derby to Sheffield, happy days. But I can't see that happening. But who knows? Who knows? Ah, it's better. We're in the morning, and it's daylight, and it's a clear sky as well. Fantastic. I will look at the live chat in a minute. Honestly, when I start going on and on, I don't stop. I just yap and yap and yap some more, which is weird of me because I'm quite introverted. So there you go. Let's put the gauge lights to 100%. DSD, vigilance, master key. Number 2, I think that'll do. Daytime, headlamps and markers. Let's unlock the doors. Ah, how nice to see the HST in East Midlands Trains colours. I always prefer the East Midlands Trains colours. I just find the livery to be more uplifting than the East Midlands Railway livery. It just feels a little bit drab and dull to me, but yeah, it's had a bit of work done, the HST, you know. Obviously it's a different variant of the HST. This has the Valenta engine, whereas the GWR HST doesn't. So yeah, I like it. Apart from that repetitive sound I can hear, which is very, very annoying. Hey Sophie, how are you? Hope you're well. No, I haven't got tea or biscuits. I've got hot chocolate today. Well, I need to get in the cab, I think. Right, and depart. Oh, just okay. Sorry. The first station stop is East Midlands Parkway. I did release the brakes, didn't I? What am I not doing? Is it the parking brake again? Oh, no. Oh. Where's the parking brake button? That's on. Oh, it's DRA, is it? There we go. Daytime headlights, markers. Oh yeah, desk lights. What am I doing wrong here? What's going on? Engine started, yes. Is it safety systems? Nope. She's not on the move at the moment. I can't think of what I'm doing wrong. Unless it's been updated to incorporate some new feature that, I don't know, meant to enhance the the setup experience. I don't know. Ooh. Brakes are on, aren't they? Let's do a full service brake test. Maybe that will cure it, maybe. There we go. Now, what was that about? But we're underway. Whoa, listen to the beast. Oh god, I'm in the wrong chair. Thank you very much. We're off. We're off and away, finally. Off we go. This is a 10 coach train, or 2 class 43 HST diesel electric locomotives and 8 coaches. Okay, now we do have to make up for lost time. East Midlands Parkway is 17 miles away. Sophia via Wash Valley line goes through Ilkeston. Yes, that's what I mean. Unless it's called the Hope Valley line, then fair enough, I got it wrong. But yeah, not too bad, thank you. Not too bad, not too bad. I mean, this is a route I've always wanted to see and replicated in Train Sim World, and I was so happy when, you know, it was announced nearly 2 years ago, because I was like, yes, you know, this is a route. I think I did a route suggestion video years ago when I used to do that kind of thing. I was so happy, you know, to have like HST in 158 and in East Midlands trains colours, and I was like, yeah, this is going to be good. But over time, you know, I wish we could have had maybe, you know, the extensions, like I said, more stations, more route mileage, definitely more mileage for the HST, and certainly it would just make, to me, the Midland Main Line, particularly when you see it done by Just Trains on Train Sim Classic, you know, it just feels more of a complete package to me. Add in the fact you could have a Class 222 Voyager. Yeah, that would be nice. I mean, Skyhook haven't really made a route since the Midland Main Line came out for Train Sim World. Maybe they're burrowing away in the trenches, so to speak, to make those extensions, like I mentioned, with a Class 222 as part of it. You never know. I'll probably put a pretty penny on it, unfortunately, but I would pay for it. Maybe it's not a full price. speed limit's increasing to 120 miles per hour. As we got 14 miles to go to East Midlands Parkway. I think we will take a journey on the 158, going from Derby maybe to Leicester, or Derby to Nottingham. I think there's like 3 different paths I think you can do: Derby to Nottingham, and then Nottingham to Leicester, and then obviously, you know, Derby to Leicester and vice versa. But this HST in particular is being used quite well by AI, you know, on other timetables. Thinking Southeastern High Speed. Just trying to think off the top of my head. I think East Coast Main Line. Is West Coast Main Line there? I don't think so. I mean, I think scenery-wise, this is not as good as I think, you know, the likes of Just Trains, TSG's routes, and even, dare I say it, the West Somerset Railway, which is, you know, that looks pretty darn good as far as scenery is concerned. And if the West Somerset Railway can look that good, you know, bearing in mind that route came out in what, 2018, Jesus. And the person that is doing the remaster for Great Western Express did the West Somerset Railway. Yeah, we could potentially see the very first UK route probably look better than this route. I'm not saying that this route looks crap, far from it. It's in a way better state than when it first released. But you know, there's always room for improvement. There's always room for improvement. We've got just under 10 miles to go to East Midlands Parkway. Clausord 227. Hey, how are you? Hope you're well. Welcome. Hey, Saito Kent. Yes, very well, thank you. Yeah, I had a good weekend. Went to the Eden Project for the first time in Cornwall over the weekend. Went on Friday. Really nice experience. Very expensive, but it was really cool. Really enjoyed it. Lovely experience. Going inside these big biodomes and seeing all the plants and tall trees and all that stuff. You know, walkways going over. It was huge. Really impressive. I don't think it was worth the price I paid for it, but it was certainly a nice experience, and yeah, had a nice lunch there as well, which wasn't too bad. And the weather was fantastic. Very cold, but fantastic. Because I think the Eden Project, I think, was on former grounds. I think it was like part of a quarry or something when it was made in what was it, the early 2000s when it was constructed. So it's in like this really big like crater almost. You know, you're surrounded by huge cliffs, and you could just get the sense that this used to be in a quarry-like environment. Sadly, the area around it has been decimated by construction sites, aka housing, which I suppose is needed for Cornwall, but you know, whether it's affordable or not is another thing entirely. But yeah, I had a great time. I had a ball there. It was really, really good fun. It was low crowds. It was a bit of a pick to get to, but really enjoyed it. It was good fun. There was a zip wire, but it wasn't running. I think it was like one of the longest ones in the country. And trust me, I wouldn't do it even if it was in use. Would I go again? No. Once you've seen it once, and you've taken pictures of it, that's all you need to know. You don't need to go again. Just over 4 miles to go until East Midlands Parkway. Got a red signal coming up, apparently. I am surprised. Unless that is for the station. I think when the GWR HST gets some updates with the Great Western Express remaster, I don't think it will remaster any. Sorry, I don't think it will have any new sounds or anything, but it will fix obviously a load of new things, like bugs and maybe operational things. I haven't driven it in ages. As well as having some visual enhancements like, you know, 3D rain and snow effects and rain effects and all that kind of stuff, headlight effects and so on and so forth. So it'll be quite interesting to compare the HSTs when that remaster does come out, see which one is better, I suppose. But, well, it's difficult to say really what's better. I mean, they are fundamentally the same thing. It's just the engine characteristics and the performance and obviously the sound. There's the power station in the distance. Was it Ratcliffe? Was it Ratcliffe Power Station? I can't remember. I know Skyhook has been, whilst they haven't been releasing any routes, unfortunately they've still been releasing these gameplay packs. Full service. They have been putting out, like I said, gameplay packs for the 66. Oh, we got a 158. We've got a little bit of a race to East Midlands Parkway. We're obviously coming in way quicker than I would like. Oh, please hurry up. I think we're going to miss this stop by quite a bit. Underestimated it. No. No. Never mind. I haven't been on this route for like, goodness me knows how long. At least some of it stop on the, God, my voice broke then, Jesus Christ. That won't sound good in the replay. At least stop at the platform. It did somehow. Jesus Christ. Oh well. We stopped. And maybe probably one passenger's going to disembark. And we didn't pass, did we pass a red signal? A green signal, sorry. I think we did, didn't we? Bugger. This is what I like to see, you know, little flowers coming, you know, being shown, grass, shrubs. Is this road meant to be abandoned or something? It kind of feels that way. Don't know why, it kind of feels like a disused supermarket car park or a shopping mall kind of area. Oh well, but I think this is the actual station car park. And the station itself. I do like it. Something about East Midlands Parkway I really just quite like. I think it's just the architecture of it. It's modern, but it's not too flashy, and I do like that. It's got a bit of, I don't know why, it feels like it's, I don't know, maybe contemporary, is that, would not be the word for it? I don't know, but PI's displays work. Got the signs. Got a 158. Is that going to? It's going to Lincoln. That one. Yeah, but there's Whitecliffe Power Station. I don't know if it's still in use today, but it's in a bit of a dormant state, by the looks of it. Huge facility, no doubt about it. I will let the train accelerate. I'll just have a little peekaboo at the power station, because I think in the past there used to be some like AI. I think trains used to go. I think 6060s used to go in and out of the power station, but I don't think that's the case anymore. Because what we've had, like tankers, which are useless because they were already in the game. Was it PGA wagons or something? I don't know, HK hoppers, and I think there's another one with containers coming out, which is pointless. Oh, sugar, just fucking signal. No, we're all good. Yeah, I don't think it could go down into the power station anymore. I don't think it's been fully built in terms of the railway infrastructure in the power station. But you can teleport there for some reason. You can wander around the facility. So maybe, who knows? Maybe there is plans to maybe expand at least the power station's experience, which wouldn't surprise me because they keep pumping out these gameplay packs for the 66. Anyway, the next and final stop is Nottingham, which is 7.5, or just under 7.5 miles away. Through the tunnel we go. It's a good tunnel. Wow, lighting in there is fantastic. It's probably the best looking tunnel it's probably the best lighting I've seen in a tunnel in this game. Remarkable. Now, are we at a red signal because we're running late, or because we're actually running early? Who knows, eh? I'll keep the thing ticking over on the bridge. Maybe not. Train might want to go backwards. Yeah, I think some new water textures will be required. It looks a little bit murky to me, unless that's what the actual state of the river looks like. And fair enough, I suppose. Little little electrical station there. Yeah, but this bit I really do quite like. The two different bridges. Look, on the ground there's a... Oh shit, have I... did I go through the signal? Yes, I did. I didn't look where I was going, I was just too busy just taking in the decent style scenery. Oh well, never mind. I'll do it again, nothing wrong with that. More the merrier as far as I'm concerned. Take a look at the chat. Maybe they should remaster West Cornwall Local. Would be fantastic, but unfortunately that's not in Dovetail's hands. That's in Rivet Games' hands. And speaking of Rivet Games, I haven't heard a peep from them for months, weeks. So I don't know what they're doing these days. Don't know if they've gone bust or anything, but which is, I hope they don't, because it means people losing their jobs. But Oh sugar, I put it in emergency by mistake. Drat. I was checking if it was in full braking or not. Oh well, never mind. Everything's going to plan. Oh God. I remember the gauge dials, they used to be green, and now they're not anymore. They're like an alien, like gooey green. They're not anymore. Right, no issues this time with the HST. Right, let's go. God, I miss these kind of coaches, man. With the slammy doors and the nice, comfortable seats. Those were the days. Now we got 800s. Well, where I am, running the show as far as intercity travel is concerned. They look good, and that's about as good as it gets. They're quicker with the electric, pantograph. I'll give it that. It's quicker in acceleration than the HST. But that's where the trend and the buck stops, really, unfortunately. Because there's no restaurant car, or cafe car, whatever you want to call it, or buffet coach. There's no comfy seats. And if anything, they're probably even more unreliable than the HSTs they replaced. Maybe they should just bring them back and just, I don't know, fit them with some lovely green, clean fuel or something that runs that the engines can run on, or something, biofuel or something, or I don't know, cannibalise them and just make them electric or something. I don't know. So it would be nice to have the EXC 170 at least, accounting for this time period if they don't modernise it. That's a good idea. Cytokin. Sophie, yes it was. I did Gardens of Heligan in Cornwall with Eden Project. Oh right, I've never heard of Gardens of Heligan before. One thing I was a bit critical of the Eden Project was they don't have any like maps. I mean, they say, oh, you can download it on your phone and all this and that, and I'm like, yeah, it's cool, but there's no boards like when you're inside, the grounds of like where you are and which dome is what and etc, etc. Once you get in the domes, there's a lot of information and it's quite good fun. I think there was like Mediterranean style plants, East Africa, and the other dome was like Mediterranean and Asia. But yeah, that is one thing I will criticise. But I know we're moving forward, technology, and it was, maps is the map at the end of the day. You can download it on your phone, of course, but for people that don't tend to do that thing. I mean, a leaflet would have been nice. Never mind. Sarakin. Oh, a unlicensed GWA 1 and both 387 repainted, getting the version instead. Yeah, that would be cool, but I don't think I can see Dovetail doing that. But certainly a Class 801. If they go down that route, they'll have to get the license back. Because I think that's a little bit like that. That seems a lot of work for an unlicensed product. I wouldn't do it if I was in their shoes, to be honest, until I get the license back, to be honest with you. Sophie, maybe it's we can. Oh God. Sophie's the closest train station to. Oh right, I was wondering what station was the closest, because the airport is not far from, well, not where I am currently, but in the game. But it's not far, isn't it, from, was it Nottingham or something like that? But then again, I've never been to the East Midlands, so never. Severn Trent Water. I take it you're from the area, Sophie, the East Midlands. Okay, let's do it 50 times. I don't think we're going to do that. I don't think we'll do it 50 times. No. We won't do it 50 times. That's for sure. Oh, the sprinters, you missed them. We don't really have sprinters where I am. I think the closest thing that looked like a kind of a sprinter was well, 387, but of course that's not a sprinter at all. But you know what I mean. It's got a familiar like look if you squint from your eyes and you're a fair distance away from it. And maybe all we've got is turbos, really. GWR turbos. Apparently some Class 175s have been rumoured to be replacing the remaining HSTs in the southwest of the country, you know, as far as GWR are concerned. Whether that will include gobbling up turbos, Class 1.6s mainly, I'm not sure yet. I mean, to be fair, I don't really use the GWR turbos. I don't think the good thing about them is that they have a toilet and things like that, and there's a fair bit of space considering their size, and it's not as busy or rammed. Certainly with the introduction of the Elizabeth line. But I don't know, something about those turbos I'm just not quite a fan of. Maybe it's the look of them, I don't know. But they are reliable though, I will say that. There's a freight train there. Don't think I've seen that one before. Maybe I did, but I just couldn't remember it. The thing, you know, it would be cool if these freight packs didn't cost you like 10 quid or 10, 11 quid, you know, each time, you know. If it was like, I don't know, each time we get the new piece of freight rolling stock, but we get an actual new freight locomotive, I would really like that. Really, really would. But it's just 66s, or even if it was a 66s in, dare I say it, different liveries. I wouldn't like it as much, but it would interest me a little bit more. So the fact I managed to get them for, what was it? God, I think it was like £1.99 or something. Like, if you get it at that price, 100% go for it. I got them like, what was it, Black Friday deal or something like that, ages ago. WFX 4150 physics and audio. Wait and see. The Cardiff City network, I'm sure, is not too far off. We got 5 miles to go until East Midlands Parkway. Oh right, I see, Sidekin. I understand. Yeah. Sophia is where his bus from Midland Derby Auto. Long in and bus to East Midlands Airport. Oh right, I see. Bronco in VA, are you ready for the new overground route tomorrow? Looks really good. I agree, it does look very, very good. I agree, it does look good. But it's not the full line, so I won't be getting it. Regardless how much it costs. I still think, even at $24.99, I think that's a fair bit steep, considering it's 12 miles. The Bakerloo line's longer than that. I know, it's 2 miles, but in 2 miles on the Bakerloo line, it's a fair bit of stations. And yes, I know the AI looks really good, and the DLR looks good, and the scenery is is good. It's still not the full line, and that really ticks me off. So it just puts me off purchasing it until there is a commitment from the developer to actually finish the route itself to Richmond and Clapham Junction. Then I won't be getting it at all. And what's even worse is that the Capital Star 378 sounds are reused from the old 377 sounds, which, well, yeah, we need new ones, mainly from Armstrong Powerhouse. But yeah, I did look at the development stream. It was very interesting, to see the developer's point of view and his vision of the route and so on and so forth. The timetable looks really impressive. I'll definitely give a thumbs up for that, and scenery as well. But I don't know, it's not the full line. If it was like, part of a main line route or something, then okay, I would accept. But the fact it's not fully representing a TfL branded London Overground route is not not very good in my eyes. I know there's reasons why, he's a sole developer and needs to make a living out of it, etc., etc. I get that, and I'll probably be I've been inundated with people like on forums saying, "Oh, well, why don't you make it then?" And I'm like, "Well, I don't want to make it. It's not my project." I'm not that technically minded, so not saying that route making is easy, far from it. But if I was, the person with a vision of what the route needs to be like, then that is what I will, make it be. If it was a line from end to end, not a main line, but say a commuter route or something, 100% I'll make sure it will go from end to end. I would actually start it at both ends and then just connect the dots, just have them both meet in the middle. That's how I would do it, but obviously it would take me probably 50 years to do. Here we are at East Midlands Parkway, and we actually stopped at the correct point on the platform. You got a ticket machine? Yes, you do. Oh, card only. Oh, right, fair enough. Shame you can't go in there. That would have been cool. Or maybe you can. Can you? Doors are there? No, you can't. You got a bench. Well, Beer's had some new paint put on it by the looks of it, so you can't sit on it. Never mind. Sophie, the graffiti is accurate for East Midlands. Bronco aggregates pack is $14.99 US. Oh, now it is. Yeah. I mean, I picked it up ages ago, literally ages ago, many months ago, when it was all the steep discount. If it enhances the Midland mainline experience, then I'll get it, but nowhere near at root price. So I will happily wait until there's like an 85-90% off discount applied. Sadike second, which one is 1990? That probably should be safe for the Great Eastern Mainland. Oh yeah, Great Eastern Mainland, that would have been good. Nova 70s and 88s, but the license requires the DRS license. Yeah, that would be cool though. Sorry, Sophie Wells. Today's roadmap. Is there a roadmap today, was there? Well, no, I don't normally do it on a Monday. I normally do it on a Tuesday or a Wednesday or a Thursday or a Friday. I never do one on a Monday. Well, there's no stream for it. They normally do a live stream, don't they, and talk about it for hours on end. So, I haven't heard anything about it. I'll take a look at that, and I'll probably make a video of it tomorrow. Yeah, so don't speak about it. I want to keep it under wraps. Okay, the next and final stop is Nottingham, and it's 7.5 miles away. But yeah, definitely, the Cardiff City Network is on my list of routes to get. There's a fair bit of content, coming out, isn't there? There's the Cardiff City Network. There's that London Overground. I always call it the North London line, or part of it, I should say, is coming out, or nearly all of it coming out tomorrow. I won't be getting that unless, like I said, it's actually finished. And what else is there? Manchester Airport commuter. I'll keep an eye on that one. See how that goes. I'll wait to see how much that will cost, and then that will probably pretty much decide if I'll get it or not. And really the Class 86, I suppose. I know there's a new German route in the works, but I'll have to see what that one brings. Definitely after the last German route that was launched back in January. Yeah, it's certainly it certainly made me think more about whether I should purchase every single German route that comes along, because that one was a bit of a shambles when it was launched. Nothing new, unfinished timetable and stuff like that. I mean, I'm sure the route looks pretty good, but judging by the big patches apparently it's had applied to it recently, it's just made me want to just hold my horses a little bit when it comes to German routes, see if see what the next one. Well, the next one can't be worse, surely to God. I'll wait and see. Right, we're now on the Y, I suppose, or section of it. Nottingham's this way, Derby's this way, Sheffield is all the way up here somewhere, the Matlock is up here and a little bit up there, and the we'll just call it the Valley Line at the moment because I can't remember the name of it. That goes up, connects to, I think it's near or after Chesterfield. Nope. I love the in-cab sounds. Hearing the engine, oh, fantastic! Really, really nice sound. I'm holding off doing videos on this route because I just have a very sneaky suspicion that there is going to be a potential extension to this route. I hope there is. That's why I'm holding off making videos on it. So I guess I'll have to do it all over again when the extension comes along. If one comes along. Some construction taking place there. We've got just over 4 miles to go until Nottingham. Excuse me. Bronco in Sidekin, sorry, frustrating you can't see in trains but on the bench station. Yeah, I'm surprised at that actually. That's a good point. I mean, the best you can do is crouch down and pretend to sit on one, and that's about as good as it gets. It would be cool if they added like little benches hidden around on the route, you know, so you could look at the, I suppose, the most scenic points of the route, or vistas of the route. So come across some sidings here. Not the Montserrat Yard, it's not, no it's not. What are these then? This is Beeston sidings. Oh, nice wagons too. Very nice. And we're way ahead of schedule. This is what I mean. This is why I think we need an extension, mainly for the HST, just to give it a bit more of a run, you know. Because I think, what is it, from Leicester to Sheffield, I think it's like over 66 miles, which, yeah. It's a fair bit. Well, certainly for a HST. It's like a caged animal, it's stuck, you know, it wants to break out and roar, you know, really let it sing. Because the GWR variant is pretty much stuck on just from Reading to Paddington. I mean, as much as I like that route, being, you know, close to home, yeah, that's not very long either. It would be cool if the Great Western Express got extended, the main line in particular, down to Newbury, or something like that. That would be cool. Right, we are on the final approach to Nottingham Station. Bronco and VA routes I have purchased that I haven't used for money's worth. The UK routes are my favourite, fair enough. The New York and Amtrak routes are my favourite in the United States. Yeah, I mean the Amtrak stuff is okay. It could be better, granted. Particularly New York Trenton as far as performance goes, and maybe scenery wise. But it is pretty good as far as passenger operations are concerned. Nice varied things you could do. I prefer Boston Sprinter to New York Trenton, despite New York Trenton has more variety in passenger services. You know, shorter runs and longer runs and different stopping patterns and what have you. Going a little bit fast there, my apologies. Here we are at platform 6. I forgot where this train is going to. It's not Leeds, is it? Is it Leeds? I can't remember. Or was it actually just terminating at Nottingham? I don't know. No, it's actually terminating at Nottingham. Fair enough. Maybe stopping at the end of the platform, I think. There's no HST marker board I can see. Unless there's one near the signal. Oh no, it's telling us to stop here. Okay. That'll do. Let's unlock the doors and here we are. Welcome to Nottingham. Construction taking place in the city. It's a nice building here. Don't know what it is, but it looks alright. Don't look too bad. Definitely you can see the city ground from here, which is a Nottingham Forest stadium. It's near the river, isn't it? So yeah. Is this an A road? Gee, that's a little bit on the quiet side. Looks like it needs a bit of repairs. Might collapse soon. Yeah, that bit of road over there don't look good. You could just see it just stops and maybe there's patches of grass over there. That bit don't look good. Like I said, it's not perfect, this route, not by any means, as much as I like it. You've got the depot over here as well. You got the trees blowing around, look. Didn't think it was this windy. Jeez, this is taking a long time to unload the passengers, is it not? Good grief. Well, I should shut the doors and see what happens. No, maybe not. It might be because I ran so... I arrived at Nottingham so early, I probably have to wait until... what was I meant to arrive? 11:14? Oh, that's not too bad. So, yeah, I'll just have to wait a little bit more. Sophie, yeah, the stream should have been tonight, but... stream. Oh, right, fair enough. There we go. We've got Platinum, excellent. Let's return to the main menu. And I think I'll jump on the 158 and do... yeah, I think I'll do a journey from Derby to Leicester or something like that. Maybe Nottingham. Maybe a journey from Nottingham to Leicester just to look at the stations, really. And the surrounding scenery. I'm in the wrong mode again. Okay. Maybe. I mean, I don't have to. I mean, I don't have to go to sleep until like near midnight because Mum's out and about at work again tonight, so I have to wait. So I might do another run in the HST. This one goes from Leicester to Nottingham. No, I don't want to do that one. Already did that. That's Loughborough to Leicester. That sounds like a good one. And there's Lincoln to Leicester. Is there any going to Derby? No, none. Okay, fair enough. I'll have to go in the timetable. Have a little paper. Yeah, this is the timetable. It's fully kitted out. You've got your 66s doing, well, you could have millions of variants, and they do all sorts of things. Aggregates and petroleum and cement and even a rail tour even. So there's a fair bit you can do with that. And there's the Jubilee doing some Christmas stuff. I should get rid of that because, you know, Christmas is not until, well, December. It's bad luck for you. Flying Scotsman, you've got a couple of Worcester cross-country specials. And weirdly, the 47 and 52s actually do some petroleum work, which is a bit bizarre. And the 45 does a couple of rail tour services. So that's cool. What should we do? We did one in the morning, didn't we? Let's do one in the afternoon. Derby to Nottingham to Derby. Yeah, let's do that one. Why not? March. I don't know. Have some clouds on there or something. Actually, no. Let's change it up a little bit. Let's. No, I don't want a snowstorm. I have to say it's April then. Have some rain. Have a proper rainstorm. Why not? Hey. Bronco V8. Yeah, we don't speak about Thomas the Tank Engine in Train Sim World on this channel. It is a bad word. Need daytime headlights. I haven't been on this in ages, really. Driver reminder appliance off. Let's unlock the doors. Does this work? Yes, it does. Shame the one on a HST doesn't work. What was that? What was that? We got water leaking in? What on earth is that noise? Maybe I turn on the wipers. Maybe that might make things better. Crew light is on. Fault lamp. Safety systems. We'll do with that jazz. Oh, it's set to normal. Oh, already done for us. Emergency brake. Oh yeah, it would be nice if I did the master key. Oh no, that's not it. It's right there, you fool. There you go. There's lighting on for the passengers. I would like to think so. GSMR closed. Good. Coach lighting on. Where's the heater controls? That's the cab fan heater. Low, high. Oh dear, thundering it down here as a HST has just come in. So this is the Class 158. We're going to Matlock on a miserable rainy day. Let's close the doors. And the other doors will close at the rear. There's a freight train there. Off we go. Oh, at least we're moving. Must be a bit of a wheel slip. Oh well, we're moving. That's all that matters to me. Yeah, Bronco and V8. The Dutch rig doesn't really interest me either, to be honest. It looks quite cool, I must admit. You know, the Couplopper, that multi-decker multiple unit. But you know, rail traffic in the railway in environment in the Netherlands doesn't really interest me that much, to be honest. So I won't get that one either. Not because it's bad, I'm sure it'll be okay, but 107 kilometers, that seems a little bit small, because it seems to be like a kind of a high speed slash, you know, commuter route like the Midland main line is. So but maybe that's just me being picky, I don't know. But yeah, the Midland, the Dutch route, what is it, Spoelgin, Zwolle to Groningen, yeah, that doesn't really interest me that much. So really, as far as routes go, there's probably just the Cardiff commuter and maybe that unnamed German route. I don't know what it is yet. Might be on the roadmap. I'll have a look tomorrow. But there's also what else? Damn it! Yeah, there's the Cardiff City commuter that's coming out, I imagine, this month. I mean, we're in March, so makes sense. What else? I think there's that London Overground route that doesn't interest me. Neither does that Spoelgin Zwolle to Groningen. Oh yeah, the Manchester Airport commuter. So really, out of those, potential 2, 3, 4, was it 5, 6 routes, let's say, including that unnamed German route, really 2 of them I'm only interested in. So yeah, at least my bank account won't be screaming at me. Won't be crying in pain. So don't worry, I won't be getting all those routes. Just those 2, I think, for now. Maybe that German route, we'll see what it's like. If it's good, if anything is new, how much it will cost, etc, etc. We'll see. But everything else, the 86 I'll definitely get. Maybe that cargo pack, was it, that military one, that seems quite interesting, because we haven't really had anything military-wise, or military-wise if you're in the States, if that's how you say it correctly, in Trade Center World, so that will be quite interesting. And the Tatami line, I mean, don't get me wrong, the route in Japan I've always wanted to see, no doubt, and by Union Workshop looks fantastic, but again, I'm going to be picky, it's not the full line, so and really, if it was a Japanese route, I really wanted to see the Shinkansen, or a commuter style route in Tokyo or something like that, or near some of the other big cities like Nagoya, Kyoto, or even Osaka even. But no, I think there's that Santa FE gameplay pack by High Iron Simulations. I'll keep my eye on that because that's old school US freight, and we haven't had anything old school or freight from the US in a very long time. So, but the fact it's a gameplay pack, not sure. I think there was that 104, that Class 104 expansion pack from. Was it East Peak Forest? Oh, we're locking up badly. We need to stop. We're coming to a stop reasonably well, to be fair. Oh, go on, train. Stop at the at least the end of the platform. Go on. Because I was busy talking to myself, and it wasn't too bad actually. The brakes are very good, even in these are horrendous conditions. So welcome to Beeston. That's where a 4-coach unit would stop. Obviously we're a 2-coach. I can't remember if you can do a 4-coach unit services with the 158 on this route or not. I don't think you can. Maybe you can in scenarios. I'm not sure. I'm running late, believe it or not. I'm surprised. Just wait for the doors to lock. Poor passenger has to stand in the rain for many minutes and probably many hours. Off we go. The next stop is Attenborough. It's just under 1.5 miles away. Sophie would like to know what's happening to the Class 104 that's supposedly coming to Peak Forest. Yeah, I think it is meant to be coming to Peak Forest, but things have gone a little bit quiet. Same with, what was it, that Manchester Airport commuter. Pretty much since Christmas that's gone a bit silent. Maybe, well, I mean, I suppose no news is good news. It means, you know, progress is being made and gameplay is being conducted, you know, constructed as we speak, or the multiple unit, whatever. I mean, it is an expansion pack to Peak Forest as well, so I think they're like, well, rebuilding the timetable, I think, completely, not only for the Class 104, but for the, I think, the 4F as well. They were going to integrate it into some passengers services, which would be nice. Sophie Beeston, aka the dump. Oh god. Is it really that bad? Is it? Oh god. Oh Jesus. I thought Slough was a dump. Oh god. I don't know what's worse. Probably Slough is probably worse. I think I've been to Slough twice in my life. I don't think I'll go again. Is this the platform now? This is an unused part of the platform. Where's the used or usable part of the platform? Oh, it's there. Right, okay. I didn't have to stop and brake. I didn't have to brake so early. Oh, never mind. Ooh, steady. Oh, sugar. Put it in emergency by mistake. That's my fault. Oh well. Thundering like crazy out here. Ticket machine is here, albeit it's out of order. Oh dear. Very good. This is Attenborough. I don't think David Attenborough lives here. Unless... was this station named after him? Nah, it can't be. Surely not. Might be, I don't know. Sophie, could do extension Nottingham to Skegness, my Grantham and Selford. Oh, you'd be lucky. Which one's leaving first? Looks like we're the ones leaving first. We go. The next stop is Long Eaton. It's just over 2.5 miles away, and we got a 30-mile/hour speed limit in just under 2 miles time. So just walking centre. Oh right, I see. That's right. The depot is indeed Nottingham's Eastcroft depot, and Derby is Etches Park depot. 297 days to go. Oh God, don't say that. Jesus Christ. Oh my God. You're practicing for the Class 153 Masterclass. Oh, I don't know about Masterclass. I'm not sure about that, mate. Oh God. More like 153 Disaster Class. Unless River Games does it, then it really is a disaster class. Mark Murray, good evening, hope you're well. What do you think on the mild main line? I have said it on this stream before. I don't know if you picked me up, but maybe at the right time or the wrong time, but if you're still here watching, then I will say again what I think of it. Graphically, it looks fantastic. Route looks pretty darn good as far as I'm concerned. A lot of custom assets, foliage looks good, AI looks fantastic, and the timetable looks very impressive. Squeezing out, what is it? Over 700 services, like that's insane. But there are a couple of downsides. The first one being that the 378 sounds are the sounds from the 377 from, like, you know, what was it, East Coastway or something like that, because the London commuter variant of the 377 had sounds from the East Coastway variant. Why am I going so slow? Jesus Christ. So that isn't very good. I think the developer should have maybe pursued a full sound package from Armstrong Powerhouse for 378 Capital Star sounds. And the one which breaks the camel's back for me is that it's not the full line that's being portrayed in Train Sim World. I know there are reasons behind it. I won't go into it explaining what those reasons are. I'm sure you know, but yeah, the full route is not portrayed, and 12 miles. We're getting 12 miles of the route instead of like 18 to, I think, 20 miles or something because the Marne Main Line now is a combination of the North London line and the West London line. So I would have liked to have seen the section at least go, at least the route finish to Richmond at least. But the fact that it's not, it puts me off big time. And I think the price as well, £24.99, and I think was it $30 in the US. That's a bit steep for a route that's 12 miles. I mean, oof. The West Somerset Railway, I know it's a completely different type of route, but it's a longer route, and I think it looks just as good. Albeit it's set in a very rural environment. But yeah, honestly, if I was to choose between the Goblin line and the, let's say, part or nearly all of the Watford, the North London line. It's not me being negative as hell. It's a fact. As Rafa Benitez said in his Liverpool days in his press conference, I'm talking about facts. Yeah, it's not the full line being portrayed, and that puts me off. So I won't be getting it. If the developer makes a commitment to finish it to Richmond at least, I'll be very, very happy. I'll be more than happy to purchase it at a discount. I couldn't care how long it takes to be made. Take 5 years for what I care, but yeah, at the moment I won't be getting it. It's as simple as that. And what was I going to say before that? I was going to say, if you compare the Goblin line to the North London line, I would actually pick the Goblin line at the moment. I know that's sacrilege to say, because I think scenically the North London line looks brilliant. And the timetable looks, obviously, it's in a different league compared to the Goblin line, but geographically it's a route that's end to end, with the Goblin line, and the Marne Main line is not. And that's what I expect. If there's a TfL branded route, be it the Underground or the Overground, I expect the route to be portrayed end to end. But yeah, this one is not, so I won't be getting it, unfortunately. Hopefully, fingers crossed, it will at least get finished to Richmond, at least. We'll wait and see. Anyway, we are approaching Long Eaton Station. Hey Henry, nice to see you, hope you're well. There's so many chats. I mean, I apologise, I can't keep up with the live chat. I think there was a way you could slow it down, but I think it is as slow as it could go for me, I'm getting old for this thing, Jesus. Bronco and VA need a US... Well, yes, I agree. A Steam route in the US would be fantastic. And easily the first one that comes to mind has got to be the Wasatch grade. That's in Train Sim Classic. If we could have that in Train Sim World with, a couple of challenges and Big Boy, that'd be brilliant. But that's never going to happen. Not at the moment, anyway. Maybe. Give it 20 years' time, maybe. So if it was interesting, same equipment as the 150-2. Oh, what, from an operational perspective? Yeah. The 1.6, class 1.3 sounds nothing like 150. Well, hopefully the sounds are going to be decent on both those units, but is Dovetail. I'm holding my breath, but it can't be as bad as I mean, the sounds from the 150 and Westcombe Local weren't horrendous. It was just they weren't implemented very well. As the HST departs, we depart as well. Let's take a look at Long Eaton Station quickly. That little walkway down there. Ooh, is that a lift? Might be. Yeah, it got to be a lift shaft, right? That's a shame. You think there would be a thing. Yeah, here's a lift. Well, at least the remains of one. And you got the road, which don't look too bad. This bit could do with a bit of a clean up. Your next and final stop is Derby. It's just under 7.5 miles away. Henry bloody weather. Oh, I know, Henry. Typical British weather, eh? Outside of Shinkansen may be difficult from what I've heard with GR and in copyright and stuff. True, true. You live in hope. Well, I mean, wasn't there a Shinkansen route released in Train Sim Classic like a year or so ago? But I can't remember if that's unbranded or not. Or it might be a fictional representation of it. Teaser, hey mate, what do you think of it? I agree, 100%. Well, in a way, they're kind of not. They don't sound wrong. They just don't sound as pure, or maybe just out of date. Maybe is the word for it, because they're the same sounds, like I said, from the 377 from was it East Coast Way. When was that? 5-6 years ago. So yeah, it hasn't aged very well. Those 377 sounds. The 387 is better, but yeah, like I said, you know, we should have had at least some Armstrong Powerhouse sound pack of the 377 sounds or Capital Star sounds. Sophie Beeston is a hellhole. Oh God. Henry, where's the Thomas the Tank Engine DLC? Hopefully in a ball of flame somewhere in Chatham. Or just dumped in the river. I despise that DLC. Look, if you want to experience Thomas the Tank Engine, just go back and watch the original series or get the railway books. No need to pay for a DLC. It's a fictional character. You know what I mean? It's not going to talk. It's not going to animate as well, you know, facial expressions and all that stuff. So, and the price as well, I mean, 20 quid, I think, bloody hell. It's a bit steep for a children's product, mainly. That's my worry with this DLC, because if it sells well, Dovetail will do more of it. And that's what really, really annoys me, because I don't want that to happen. Because it defies logic. Like it's not part of Train Sim World really. Because people say, oh, it used to be a real engine, but it's kind of based off one, but it was edited in a way in the books to look more, well, like Thomas the character. You know, more appealing to kids and children. I mean, I get that Steam is back and all that, but it doesn't mean to say that the physics are going to be fixed, is it? I mean, it's a character. You know, it's not meant to be accurate. Yes, I have braking, acceleration, and sounds, and chuff sounds, and graphics of, steam particles and all that stuff, and interiors and all that, but, no, I mean, come on. I would, Dovetail should be spending their time not making that crap. They should be making or fixing products that need to be fixed, or you know, I bet you some of them probably want to actually spend their time focusing on the products that they cared about making, like you know, Cardiff Network and the Dutch route in Train Sim World. But no, they've got to have that. They've got to do that stupid Thomas and Friends visit the West Somerset Railway, which even spoils the West Somerset Railway to a little bit. So yeah, as you can tell, I'm not exactly pleased with it, especially the way it was announced. I mean, that ticked a lot of people off, and me included. But if Dovetail, you know, choose to make more of those Thomas-related stuff, more and more and more, I'll happily walk away from Train Sim World and just, yeah, not bother. Go back to making FIFA and videos instead. Old school FIFA videos when it was good. 1 mile to go until Derby Station. Speed limit of 55 coming up. I really hope deep down it results in terrible sales. It's the one DLC I want it to perform poorly on the sales front. If it does, I'll be beaming from ear to ear, honestly. I hope it's riddled with bugs and everyone complains about it. To be fair to Dovetail, I think the company that owns the Thomas brand actually came to them, probably offered them a very sweet, lovely paycheck, and told them, "Hey, if we give you some amount of money, we make it for us." And they're probably like, "Well, I don't know," but then again, I imagine must have been a juicy a licensing agreement or something like that. I mean, surely the devs must know deep down that not everyone's pleased with it, because especially when the announcement came along for that Thomas the Tank Engine and crap, yeah, not everyone was best pleased. I mean, the fact it costs 20 quid, particularly for, you know, like families that maybe can't afford, you know, this and that. I mean, if it's, you know, for people that haven't got Train Sim World, you have to buy Train Sim World, then you got to get the West Somerset Railway, and then, you know, just to make it even more difficult, you got to get the Thomas the Tank Engine DLC. I mean, 20 quid, that's steep. You know, it's a bit steep. But anyway, here we go, winding over. We've arrived at Derby Station. Took me just under 31 minutes. We stopped at Beeston, Attenborough, Long Eaton, and we went as far as Derby. I think I will do a run from Derby to Leicester. Anyway, I haven't gone this far without saying usual YouTube bits and bobs, like if you'd enjoyed the stream so far and you like what you've seen or heard, then of course feel free to hit the thumbs up button below, and if you are watching for the first time, I'd appreciate it. I just want to check something a minute on the map. If you would consider subscribing to the channel. Long Eaton, Eastman's Parkway, okay. I'll hop back into the journey mode. Really, I should have done Derby to Leicester, because there's more route mileage for the HST. Oh well, never mind. I might do that in the end. Leicester to Nottingham. Yeah, let's do that one. Might as well. No, I won't. I'll do Derby. No, I will. I will do it. I can't make me mind up. I will do it, and then I'll do Derby to Leicester and HST. I promise. Let's do it. Let's go. Have a sip of that's an empty cup of hot chocolate I just picked up. I'll get my bottle of water instead. Oh, lovely. Fantastic. Oh, this is in the rain as well. Okay. Oh well. More of a challenge. There we go. Unlock the doors. Set the headlights to daytime. Is that daytime? No, that's off. Thank you. Yeah, AWS. Oh, I need vigilance and coach lighting on if it wasn't on already. Always best to be safe than sorry. So HST thundering into Leicester by the sound of it. Yes, indeed. This is a service going to Lincoln. Those are the stations we will be stopping at, as far as Leicester, of course. And then the AI will go off the map, but we'll pretend like the train carries on after Nottingham. Where else does it stop at? Newark Castle and Lincoln. Let's have a look around Leicester. That's the first class lounge for you. So exclusive you can't actually go in it. That's the line continuing down south. Fairly largish station, not as big as obviously Nottingham. Well, you've got a freight service there, just coming into Leicester. Another HST there on the left hand side. I suppose another one that came in, wasn't it? It just disappeared, I think. An aggregate one by the looks of it now. Oh, we're speeding. Oopsie daisy. Now I can increase speed. Henry, I wonder if Thomas' eyes will follow you if you get out the train and walk about. If it does, it will. That sounds rather frightening to me. I think that'll scare people more than anything. It'll certainly frighten me. It just looks a bit spooky. Looks a bit off-putting, actually. It doesn't look anything cheerful like it used to be. If it has like a voiceover or something, then I suppose that will please people. But the problem is, of course, is that the original narrator, particularly did it from, oh God, when was this? Was it the mid-90s or something like that? To like the early 2010s. Obviously that actor's passed away, so that would be interesting. But, like I say, it doesn't interest me in terms of buying it any way, shape or form. I know there's a trailer pumped out for it. I immediately told YouTube to get rid of it for me in terms of viewing it and not being interested in it. Same with me on Facebook and Instagram. Don't want to see any posts with it in any way, shape or form in my feeds. Social media feeds, no thank you. And they better not come out before, Cardiff City and even that, Dutch route and Manchester Airport commuter route. I hope it's like the very last thing. Or even like gets delayed. That'll be fun if it gets delayed. Delay it by like, I don't know, the rest of time or something. Right, so we'll do this run to Leicester and then we'll charge in the HST one more time from Derby to Leicester, and then I'll call it a day. I've got another hour and a half to kill until my mum comes in from work, so yeah, I got nothing but time. So if it was a question of Hentis. What is Hentis, Sophie? Never heard that before. Sophie, Leyland, TL11R engine. And... Jeez, you know a lot about 153, Sophie, and unless you just looked it up literally on I don't know, Wikipedia or Google or something. Sadika's not the branding but the technology itself. The technology, I mean, I'm surprised the Shinkansen that was made for Trains to Plaza was able to keep up with the speed of the thing, you know, because it's going so fast, you know, God knows how of a route. I mean, you do have a point, sorry Ken, to be fair, you know, if it was to be reproduced in Trains in World, we're going to be talking like light years ahead, like at least another 10 to maybe 15 years, or maybe not 10, 15 years, because technology moves very quickly these days. Maybe 5 to 10 years time, maybe 5 years at a push, for you know, technology to come along a bit further down the line, and then Dovetail can maybe upgrade their game engine, and maybe a Shinkansen route could be possible. But you are right, with the speed of it, you know, the Shinkansen trains going ridiculously fast, insanely fast. I don't know what the actual speed of the Shinkansens are, but incredibly quick, that's for sure. Darn sight quicker than what you get in this country, in the UK. I think it's what is it, over 220? I think it is, or 230. I'm not sure, something like that, isn't it? But yeah, just, you know, route loading, because you know the route will struggle to, the game will struggle to load the routes in any assets and AI and things like that, because you're going at crazy speed. Makes me think our flight sim can work with Concorde, because obviously Concorde being way too fast, very fast indeed. Oopsie daisy. Oh, I've missed that station by a country mile. Oopsie daisy. I failed. Bollocks. Excuse me, language. Oh well. I'll have a look at the station either way. Yeah, anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, I think the sheer speed of the Shinkansen will make it very difficult for the game to cope loading in assets, and oh dear, someone's knocked over a bin. Who dared did that? I wonder they've got umbrellas up, disguising their faces. Is it those youths again at 3 o'clock in the morning? How could it be? Silly geezers. Oh well, that failed. Stop. The next one is Sileby Station. Is it Silby or Sileby? I think it's Silby. Either way, that station's just over 2.5 miles away. HST screaming through. Henry really can't stand it. It's an insult to introduce. Yeah? Well, I mean, maybe one or two, like literally one or two community members in the forum or something. Or maybe a community, people on Facebook or something, or in their Twitter and... What's it called? It's not even called Twitter anymore, is it? X or Threads on Instagram or Instagram and, I don't know, TikTok and whatever they have this week, social media wise. I'm sure a very, 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 very small number of people, before this Thomas thing was even a thing, maybe mentioned it out of a joke, maybe, but you didn't think it was going to happen, did you? But there you go. It's just like one of those, put your hands over your heads and just cover your eyes thinking, oh no, why? Why, Dovetail? It's like they're selling the game's soul in the pursuit of money. But, then again, everyone's in in that quest for more and more cash. I mean, I used to have ads on this YouTube channel. I was gonna do it again, but I decided not to because fortunately you needed to submit a tax form to the Republic of Ireland so you could get paid by Google, and I just couldn't be bothered with that. But I might, if things prices continue to go up in other areas, I might think of switching them back on again and submitting a tax letter to the Republic of Ireland, because the reason why is because Google pays you, but it comes from Google in the Republic of Ireland for some bizarre reason and not the United States. But you still have to submit a tax form to the United States because obviously Google's an American company, but for some reason it goes through Ireland. But there you go. You think it'd be like the UK? I mean, I'm pretty sure Google has a UK base here, or a YouTube facility or headquarters in. I think there was one in London, isn't there, or something like that, but near Stratford. But was it Stratford? I don't know. I can't remember. I've been King's Cross actually. It's had a business district, King's Cross. Break. Well, at least we stopped at this station. That's something. I do like the blue and the orangey handrails there. Very good. People aren't going to get on that door, but they can get on 5 meters. Look, more rubbish. Who's knocking the bins over? I know you're all in a bit of a muddle, but please don't knock the rubbish. It's probably one of those collectible things. This is Silby. There's the car park down there. That looks like a proper good car park. They did a good job with that one. They're actually on time for once. It's the first. Cytochrome EX is problematic precedent when something sells for its branding and not because it's actually good. Yeah. So unfortunately nothing new. Cytochrome is precedent having crap. Well, yes, that's true. Yes, that is unfortunately true. It would be nice if Rivet could just up their game a little bit, like Skyhook have done. With the Midland mainline route, but then again, that they had a bit of help, I think, from a couple of community members. With their big free patches they launched. Be interesting if the next gameplay pack from that 66, that was it. intermodal one. Interesting if that has gameplay from the Midland Main Line, because every time they do a DLC for this route, they pump a huge patch for the route. I hope they haven't just forgotten about the Midland Main Line, or forgotten about Train Sim World for that matter, because they can make some decent routes. I mean, all three of our routes they've made, Cane Creek, Horseshoe Curve, and this now, is okay. They're not terrible routes, not by a long shot. Full power, there we go. The next station stop is Barrow upon Soar. It's just under 2 miles away. So can every similar action implement one for the moon, actually make it driving easier so that they can step up. It would be good. It would be good. Things are a little bit quiet as far as SimRail is concerned. Well, from my view anyway. Used to be the talk of the town a few years ago. No, it seems to have gone pretty quiet. Maybe they're busy doing stuff to it. Who knows? Yeah, it's just Polish railway that's being showcased in SimRail. I think the developers are actually from Poland or something like that. Which isn't a bad thing, you know. It's always good to experience something new like Polish railway. Yeah, it would be nice if they could maybe expand from their own country, maybe Poland, if the developers are from Poland, that is. Turn the power off. Doing 60. We're just passing a Montserrat yard. Where the aggregate facility is based. Once might be braking a bit too early. So give them East Coast 158. Yeah, that doesn't sound like a bad idea. Maybe. Depends how time goes for me. No, I've got to be joking. I can't have missed it again. Not another station. Oh well. Yeah. You can tell I'm very rusty with this route. I haven't been on it. I don't know. I can't remember when was the last time I was on this route. Might have been over a year ago. Don't know. So busy doing other things on this game. But this is Barrow upon Soar, little station on the main line. Is it step 3? No, not step 3. Oh. You can't even get to the road anyway. You have to hoist yourselves up over the wall of the bridge. So where do the passengers go? They can't go anywhere, can they? They're stuck. So they just go from one platform to the other like, oh, if I can't escape, might as well get on another train. if I can't go home, I'll just call another train. I'll just go somewhere else. That's funny, that. Oh dear. Hey, Craw, nice to see you. Hope you're well. I was just gonna say, judging by your profile picture, the Red Bull, the Formula One is on next weekend. God. Looks like Red Bull's in a bit of trouble. Sadly, so is Ferrari, but for once, Williams looks to be doing good. I mean, I've always liked Williams. I've always loved them. Really nice group of people there. One of my uncle's friends used to work for Williams in the machine shop, and I don't know if he does now, but yeah, always nice to see Williams, doing well. I mean, they've got two good drivers and look to be doing well. I mean, they were pretty quick in testing by the looks of it. I didn't watch any of the sessions live on TV because I think they're like sessions were hours long, like 4 hours long or something like that. But I saw the highlights and looked at the lap times and the laps done and anything. But Williams looks quite good because I think they ran reliably and got two good drivers. And yeah, there's a real feel-good spirit around the Williams team and the people back in Oxford as well. So good for them. We are moving, aren't we? Come on, train. Let's get going. Thank you. The next station stop is Loughborough Station. It's just under 3 miles away. Would be cool if the destination like screen here where you enter the codes could work. That would have been a nice touch. It would have been, I mean, as much as Skyhook have done a good effort with this route, of course, like I said, more needs to be done to really make it a good experience. I mean, I just can't help the fact, that Just Trains made this route in Train Sim Classic, and I'm thinking to myself, oh, what would it have been like if Dovetail, if Just Trains actually made it. Well, instead of making the old school British routes, they made this one to start with. And I'm like, oh, what could have been? Because knowing Just Trains' quality products he's been pumping out recently, if he was going to make the Midland Main Line, you would know it would be good. Like route mileage, services, the quality of the rolling stock, and maybe the scenarios as well, for that matter. You would know they would be very, very good. Ultimate Gaming 1.5. Hey, how are you? Hope you're well. Excuse me, I do apologise. Got a speed limit of 50 miles per hour coming up shortly. What was I doing? I was looking. I was clearing out some of my. I was sorting out my book. Well, it's not a bookshelf. It's like a. It's a shelf for the DVDs and games I've got and all that stuff. And I remember one of them was the old Train Sim World on disc form for the Xbox One at the time, years and years ago. I still have it for some reason. I've just forgotten to take it away. give it away or something. But yeah, it made me think. I think they don't think they release disc variants of the game anymore, do they? I might be wrong. Maybe in this country they do, but not. They don't do it globally. Not in the US or Europe. I mean, wouldn't it be funny if they like pumped out a disc version now for Train Sim 5 to you know, like to the US and other markets in Europe, like, you know, Netherlands and I don't know, France and Germany in particular, and Austria, you know, those kind of territories. And then, because it'd be a bit pointless, wouldn't it? Because in a few months down the line, it'll be made obsolete by TSW 677 or whatever it's going to be called this week, in the summer. You know, so that wouldn't make sense. You know, because if you're going to release a new version of a game, you need to release a disc version at the same time. No point releasing it nearly. I don't know, when did this come out? Was it September, wasn't it? October? What, nearly 6, 7, 8 months in? Something like that? Speed at 40 miles per hour coming up as we are coming into Loughborough. I will try and stop the entire train on the platform this time. There's another there's HST there. Oh, I didn't stop there. I think you get a couple of a couple of variants of the HST, like, you know, different configurations as far as length. I think there's one with 8 coaches and 2 power cars, and I think there's one with. Oh, I'm going to get this wrong. Is it 5? Oh no, 6. I don't know. How many has that one got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh yeah, that one's got 6 coaches. That one's off. That's going to, well, somewhere. Where was that one going to? That's going to Nottingham. Same place as us. One going to Leicester. And we're the ones going to good old Lincoln. If Lincoln is good, that is. Oh yeah, I mean, one DLC per year, I mean, fine by me. I look forward to October, November, December this year. It'd be great if Just Trains releases his next. Probably going to be another old school British route on. It would be nice if Just Trains released an old school BR Blue era route. I mean, it's logical. He's made 2 of them. He's probably going to make another one. It's easy for licensing as well. It'd be good if he could release it near my birthday. That would be the perfect birthday. Birthday present / Christmas present. Indeed, that is true, Sophie. Yeah, August, September, TSWC. Well, you never know. Hopefully Dovetail might change their minds for once. They've probably been seeing, you know, the trend of every time they release a new version, it results in lower and lower sales. I mean, I can't imagine TSW5 is outselling TSW3. That's for sure. I mean, higher prices on the yearly release schedule doesn't exactly help. Jeez, I'm going a bit too quick here. The next station stop is East Midlands Parkway. It's just over 5.5 miles away. Sodakin would also have the edge of the DLCs being better timed for the base game release. True, very true. Sodakin with a slew of recommendations they get. They were resource from which DLC they choose, and composition is there. It's true. It is true. I mean, the devs themselves, the people have to make these decisions on routes and which routes to pick and what multiple units to stick in and so on and so forth. I do feel a bit sorry for them because they've then got to go and make the bloody darn thing, and due to time constraints, probably from the people up above, aka I imagine their board of directors and the finance people, saying, hey, we need the next one out by the end of this month. We need 2 out by the end of this month, or something like that. It's a bit of a shame. I mean, back in the early days of Train Sim World, they used to wait like months, didn't they? Like literally months for a route or a DLC. And at the time, I could understand it because they were just learning what they could do with the game engine they have. Was it? Unreal Engine 4 point, I don't know, 2.6 or whatever it is. But over time, I think practices get quicker, making routes and so on and so forth, which sadly has resulted in routes being made maybe a little bit too quickly. But it's not their fault because they're conscious of the time constraints, and I wouldn't want to imagine what happens if a product is delayed. I imagine the finance people won't be very happy. I mean, what was it? The MBTA commuter, that was delayed, which annoyed me even more. But that German route, the Falzage Luxembourg, happily wasn't delayed, despite the things that were missing from it at launch. Man, it was still at full price as well. I mean, 30 quid, or what was it? 60, what was it? 40 euros and $60. Very steep. I mean, I'm sure the route looks good. I mean, looking at the route map, it kind of reminds me of like 2 routes in one, like the Semmeringbahn route did, but having no new rolling stock included, not even just like coaches or I don't know, wagons or something. A bit of a letdown really. Will I go near that route? Well, maybe when there's like an 85-90% discount on it, maybe. Well, I won't be touching that route for the time being. We'll have to wait and see what dovetails our next German route's going to be like. We'll wait and see. I wouldn't mind one like an underground, like metro style S-Bahn like route in Germany. Maybe one in I don't know, München, Frankfurt even, considering we got Frankfurt Main or Bahnhof and the city skyline already in the game. That would make sense. But like I said, I'll take a look at the roadmap tomorrow and I'll make a video on it, and you never know, might be some good things on there, might be some bad surprises, you never know. Right, we're on, we've got a speed limit coming up, 50 miles per hour, as we are just over half a mile away from East Midlands Parkway. But yeah, German-wise, maybe not just an S-Bahn route, but maybe a rural route like Mainz-Bahn and Rustig Nord, because they're pretty good routes. I mean, they've held up the test of time. I had a little peekaboo on it the other day, and they've stood up pretty well, test of time. Yeah, graphically they aren't brilliant, but just the enjoyment of driving them, really, really good fun. I might have to do a stream on one of those routes again. And the little old 363 shunter going around doing the logging work and oil and cement and what else? Even like Rösig, the yard near Hagen Yard. Sorry, you could do like setting up passenger trains in the early morning. So yeah, so I really enjoy that route, Rösig Norg. Arguably, I enjoy it more than Main Spuzzy Barn. But I wouldn't be surprised if Main Spuzzy Barn gets a route master, because I think that's quite a good route. Arguably, the route masters that are needed most is from Dovetail is München, Augsburg, and hopefully Kurlachen, but I imagine it should get one in theory with a new timetable coming out, but I have my doubts. But yeah, München, Augsburg is definitely top of the list when it comes to remasters. Unfortunately, it just takes so long, because graphics and scenery and lighting and timetables and all that kind of stuff, bug fixes, etc., etc. New things like behaviours of passengers and all that kind of stuff, add boards, etc. I've never ever switched on the radio. Oops, that's me sacked. Being a driver for East Midlands Railway. There's a aggregates train there. Confirm. There we go. The next station stop is Beeston, so we depart East Midlands Parkway. Oh, look at that! You can look actually through the metal grill almost and see the actual structure of the platform. It's pretty cool, that. Now, while we have a camera, as you can get up to the fuse box, second man seat, head out left, head out right. Yeah. Let's. I'm gonna do a little thing I don't normally do, and that's switch controller types. So I always prefer the. Oh, it's gone darker all of a sudden. I always prefer. Yes, just want to look at that quickly. Can I? No, it's too far. I can't read it very clearly. I think one says Derby. So I know I can't read that. It's too. It's too far for me to see. This tunnel lighting in here is brilliant. It's not going to be one of the best tunnels with the lighting wise I've seen in a very, very long, if ever, to be honest. In the mist as well, really makes that effect look really good. 25 mph speed limit. I'm surprised Dovetail haven't taken this 158 that Skyhook have made and reused it on other routes, like, or maybe using it as the main star of the show for other brands on other routes, but or other maybe new routes. $70 mph coming up, and now we can floor it. There we go. Beeston is just under 4 miles away. There's some gorgeous transport for Wales. Sprinter pigs are what, in real life or in the game, or was it work in progress shots? Don't maybe get my hopes up too much now. Real life, yeah, I'm sure they look wonderful. I can't remember. Did we used to have sprinters in? Was it first Great Western days? I don't think I could ever recall seeing sprinters. Maybe on the line to Basingstoke, but certainly not into Paddington. It just used to be for me 166s, 165s, but and still is 166s and maybe the occasional 165. But no, I mean, I know when I went, down holiday to Cornwall or things like that, I've seen, some sprinters, some green ones, and 150s or variants of them. Trying to look around on like little branch lines or something like that, or maybe one's going to like Cardiff or was it St Ives in Cornwall, or I think there's one that leaves Truro and goes down to Falmouth every day. So yeah, I have seen them around in real life, but just not where I am. Jeez, need to start braking. Maybe not. 64 we're doing is not too bad of a speed. Oh, that came here. I got my heart rate going then. I was looking at the tab I to read. I just saw a station just flashed by. I thought, whoa. What station was that we've just missed? Is it Attenborough? Yes, it is. Sophie, the power station is being repurposed for hydrogen plant activities. Fair enough. Let's see if the government keeps their word. Make it a very environmentally green power station, but we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, but it's South Missouri. Yeah. Exactly. Value beyond its beyond itself. Yeah. 100% agree with you on that one. I think the shunting on that route was a bit poor, but other than that, it's not a bad looking route. I mean, if that gets a remastered update, I think that would be very, very popular. With particularly, with the German rail fans in Train Sim World. I mean, to be fair, most of the German stuff that Dovetail have made have been okay. I think it's just the last few German routes they've been stumbling along a little bit, which is a bit of a shame. Bremen-Oldenburg wasn't pleased with that. I mean, it looked okay. It's just a bit of a pointless route, really. If it was extended a bit longer and had a bit more character in it, yeah, maybe. The Falzich-Luguisbahn, that was a bit of a disaster. Maybe scenery might look good, but when you hear things like deadlines being, have to be met and things not being implemented as they should. I mean, I think it's like 1 or 2 huge patches for that route that came along shortly after, and that tells you that a lot of things were clearly missed from the initial launch. And then Frank Kingsektarbahn, that is not entirely smooth as far as, well, definitely performance, and certainly is bugs are concerned, there's still a few that need to be ironed out. I mean, they're still putting out, they're trying to put out, I think, another big core update, aren't they, to fix, I think, the performance and stability on not only King's October and West Coast Mainline. And they've been out since, well, September. So it's pretty clear that problems still persist on those routes, which is a shame, because, I mean, I went on West Coast Mainline, to do those. Like ASMR videos again recently, and the timetable is brilliant as far as passenger goes. It's very well catered for, but it's just the performance, the stability is just all over the place. I mean, I was trying to do a service from London Euston the other day, and I think the game crashed 4 or 5 times just to start it up, and I'm like, good grief! I mean, is this how bad it's got? Oh, my car did a drive. Oh yeah, I'm still in the wrong controller mode. How do you do the buzzer, the buzzer thing anyway? And can you do it? Jeep forwards reverse. Jeep? Why would you want a Jeep? Oh, I swear Dovetail is maybe losing. Maybe Dovetail is losing the plot. Jeep? What the fudge? This isn't Gran Turismo. Well, not yet anyway. Maybe they're going to change it to that soon. Gran Turismo's cousin. Operation Shift. What's that? Move to lap. AFB, toggle sand. Oh, you can't do... switch brake, operation shift. No, you can't do guard buzzer, can you? Don't think you can. There's one for the turntable, jeez. God, the things you see. I mean, when you just check these things, because you just select the mode and forget about looking through the other settings and modes. Turntable, a bit pointless. We hardly use the turntables anymore. In fact, they still model those little controls for the turntable, and the fact the turntable actually works is staggered they still do it, because nothing really is used on those turntables, electric or non-electrified. The only thing that comes to mind when it comes to turntables being used is actually the Minehead one on West Somerset, and that's about it. Sonic in the 146.5 are like the key for running regional and freight services for German routes as late as Kassel to Würzburg, yeah. Sophie, East Coast Way, long overdue remaster. Well, same goes for London Commuter, but maybe that's going to be a very tough one considering the huge timetable. Would have been nice if we could get an extension to London Bridge from Clapham Junction. That would be nice. But that's not going to happen. Because then the route will just be unplayable. I could just see it just crashing in a ball of flames, Structures missing dead rats. Perkins class. Oh, Perkins, that'd be nice. Yeah, that'd be good. So they can only do a Transport for Wales pack with the 197 and Flirts. Also could be accessed from the Manchester routes and maybe wherever. Yeah, it would be cool if they did like a loco pack. They haven't done one hardly ever. They used to do one for, well, they've only done one, which was the British Royal Heavy Freight pack. We got the 08, 2 new types of freight rolling stock and the Class 40 diesel electric locomotive, which really good value for money, if you like Northern Transpennine. You get 2 locomotives, 2 new freight rolling stock, some new freight and shunting services, some scenarios as well. I think this is brilliant. If I recall, the heavy freight pack released before Tees Valley. So, whoa. Oh, this is where things are going to go wrong, I think. Oh, please, please, please. Come on, you can keep braking for me. I think we're going to be okay. Blimey, we really are ahead of schedule. The timetable is very forgiving. Oh, what am I doing? Wrong one. I need to release the brakes. Did I put in emergency by an accident? What's that going off for? I can't see what that is. Have I done something I shouldn't have done? There you go. I fixed it. I think I have to reset the I'll just press the acknowledge button. Oh well. Still on time. I've done something to it. Oh no, I haven't. Come on. There we go. We're moving again. But yeah, it would be cool if we could have that. I mean, not just a reused pack, you know, of rolling stock with liveries. I mean, like proper new loco add-ons, proper new locomotives and multiples we haven't seen in the game before, like 2 bundled into a pack. I think that'd be quite good. That'd be quite popular. I think, you know, sell it at 15 quid. I think it'd be quite good. But we'll see. But FTL picks on the roadmap for those 158 and 150s. Don't. They probably look pretty good. Imagine there'll be some interior shots and all that stuff. I do want to have a look at the interior of the 158 just quickly, because they have a map, don't they? And that's one thing I'll give credit for Skyhook doing. You know, they go to town with the branding with the East Midlands trains on their rolling stock. We are on the final approach to Nottingham. And we're way ahead of schedule, which is good. South Midlands trains used 153s to Lincoln, Leicester and Skegness alongside 156 and 158s. Interesting. Never know, Skyhook might take the 153 and put it in East Midlands trains operation. Colours and there we go, end of the line. Here we are at Nottingham. This will be going onwards to that's a nice light there. This will be going onwards to Leicester. What is that noise? Good grief. So there we are, we stopped at Syston, Silby, Barrow-upon-Soar, Loughborough, East Midlands Parkway, Beeston and Nottingham. And it took me just under 53 minutes. Very quickly, what is that noise? Is that the HST? Oh, it's a 52. I was going to say, what was that thunderous noise? Right, Jesus. Crikey, a mile. I was going to say, what was that? Oh, no. No, I can't. No. Turn this off. When in doubt, turn it off. There we go. Ooh, keypad. Oh, I thought it worked then. It's a good sound for a door. Right, let's kick him back here. That's responsive. Oh yeah, it's got the PIS displays. Floor looks great. I love the floor texture. Ah, I need to get out the train. Too late, I'm stuck. Oh well. No. No, there you go. So this is the map. Goes to likes of Scarborough and Leeds, and mainly it ends to Sheffield, the main line. And there's the line. That section I wanted down, the section going to Matlock. There's a nice little bit there from, was it Silby to connecting up. No, apparently keep it open. To somewhere. That'd be quite cool. Oh no. Oh, I'm stuck. Oh, never mind. I was going to go out to the main menu anyway. I meant the Manchester Airport route for the TFL. Oh, right, sorry. My mistake. Oh, you're driving cheap now. I hope not. So much for the French takeover improving things, yeah. Could be worse, could be EA Sports, I suppose. They put things up through the roof price-wise. Anyway, let's go to the rail journey one more time. I'm up against the clock this time, so I do have to get a shift on. We did that one. Nottingham, no. That was St Pancras to Derby. Yeah, it should be okay. Unless it's at the middle of the night, then no, forget it. It'd be nice if it did rain on the roof. Oh. Sonic can even at full price, degree of longevity and effectively free content turns Mace Barn into what at the time would have been a steal. Indeed. Absolutely. PlayStation 4 sales were changing. Yeah, I remember that. This is in the middle of the night as well. Okay, back we go again. TBW's brake demand. Oh, right. Red light flashing. Yeah. Because you tripped the cattle grid. Oh, right. Well. I'm rubbish at this, really. I'm not getting any better. But I've gotten a lot better at PZB and understanding it and using it. That is something. Right, let's pick it. Oh, now, which one? Is it the 6, isn't it? Yes, it is. Sheffield to London St Pancras International, Derby to Leicester. Let's do... God, look at that. 16 minutes. Jeez, that's quick. Must be like non-stop. Unbelievable. Let's do that one. No. That one. That'll do. Aston Cloud and end on a happy note, shall we? Right, let's in charge to I was gonna say Sheffield, but it's not. Derby. They should do Liverpool to Norwich. Oh God. Liverpool to Manchester, I think would be good. Right, let's set up this train ready for departure one more time. Gauge lights. There we go. That's the engine room light, but it's a bit pointless considering you can't go in the engine room. It'll probably make my ears bleed if we did, to be honest. Guess you can actually see the light. Yeah, you wouldn't be able to, would you? It's blind a bit low, isn't it? No, as high as it goes. This looks a bit low to me. Right, let's go. Let's depart Leicester. Let's scream it, let's go. Great sounds yet again. Okay, so the first station stop is Loughborough. It's 11 miles away. Now, because we've got less coaches in this formation, we might accelerate a little bit quicker. We will see. Speed limit's now at 110 miles per hour. Sodikin, the trick is to have it contribute to multiple routes, amortizing the value over several routes worth of additional content. That's a good point. I didn't think of that, to be honest. Yeah, only about 5 hours each way, 10-hour trip. Yeah. One good thing I'll say about the Midland Main Line is that it does run reasonably smoothly. I can't recall ever having this route crashing on my platform. Maybe it did when it very first came out. I mean, I didn't pick it up immediately. I got it. When did I get it? I think it was like on the discount actually. Because I heard of its horror stories, and I did watch the previous stream. That is one of the very few routes where I actually did watch the previous stream because I was really looking forward to it. And it was in a bit of a state, and I thought, I might wait until they pump out a few patches for it to clean it up a little bit. So the Midland Main Line route is in much better condition than it was before when it first came out. There's no question about that. Now it just needs to be extended, the route, and have a 222 Voyager in there. I'll be happy. So if you Shottingham, I mean Nottingham to Liverpool. I was going to say, I never heard of Shottingham. Stiff as an ironing board. Oh, it was in one of those very uncomfortable seats for you all. I mean, now I've got to go on the the what is it? Class 800s next this weekend. So going back down to the West Country, I'm going to Plymouth to see a musical at the Theatre Royal in Plymouth. So it means I'm going to have to take one of those 800 trains down to Plymouth, which isn't going to be fun. 3 hours up, 3 hours back. Lovely. I might take first class. I'm not sure yet. But I haven't been on first class personally on GWR for a very, very long time. Not since the HSTs were in use, but I know from my mum's experience, she went on first class once on it and didn't recommend it again. Wasn't really worth the upgrade. The seats I don't think are any comfortable, any better. Got just over 5 miles to go until Loughborough. Sudderkin, that, Alvin, Nottingham, Chesterfield, Sheffield route, and throw in Northern DMU. Yeah, that'd be brilliant. Yeah. Yeah, it took 4 hours one way. Oh, God. I mean, I know what uncomfortable travel is like. I mean, trust me, 800 to from Reading to Penzance, not great. I think I will actually bring a pillow with me this time. Just tuck it in my little bag or something, you know. She'll say, "Oh, why?" Okay, I could just imagine, like, why are you bringing up, my mum will say, why are you bringing a bag with you? Oh, well, it's for the programme. Nice bridge we just went under there. Definitely is a good idea to be increasing speed right now, considering we're just over 2 miles away from Loughborough. I think it's best we start putting on the brakes actually. Sorry, can you just repaint the Blackpool one and get a license? That's for Paces, is it? Is it? Alright. Don't know what they used before 195s. Yeah, Paces were certainly very common in the north of England. They were literally everywhere, and I imagine in the southwest as well. Paces were they around in southeast? I can't quite remember, it's been so long. I really didn't need to brake that much, did I? Geez, I'm a long way out from Loughborough. Oh well. But yeah, I think they were on some parts of the southeast network. I don't know, I mean, I remember the Paces and the Paces taken away from the southeast. I don't know, it was a long time ago, probably before I was even born, but I think it was maybe even in the mid-90s. That's when 165s and I think 166s started coming into fruition. Okay, coming into Loughborough, platform 1. Right. I've always, you know, like when I watch, like, what was it, Jeff Marshall sort of videos and all that, videos on, you know, like visiting Leaseview Station here and visiting, you know, this station at this time o'clock in the morning, I think, oh, that'll be fun, I could do that. And then I'm like, actually, no, I can't bear getting up at those times and sitting in the, you know, on the day off in the pouring rain or something. I did consider one time, like, oh, maybe I could go and up and down on the Great Western Main Line from, like, you know, from, I don't know, like some of the branch lines from, like, to, like, Henley or Marlow or, you know, things like that. And the what was it, the new Leaseview Station in Berkshire on the line down to Windsor. I was like, yeah, maybe I could do that, but not in the winter. No, maybe in the summertime or something. And no, you're not going to see a video on that. Because that means revealing my face. Nobody wants to see that. You don't want a face reveal. It's going. Not that's. People don't want to see that nonsense. All I can say is I'm small, thin, and not anorexic. No. I'm not on that level of thinness, don't worry. I'm not just a skeleton and flesh. No, I have muscle, don't worry. Or a bit of it anyway. The next station stop is East Midlands Parkway. It's just over 6 miles away. I prefer this actually type of service more, because it means you know, you can stop at more than one station. Get more time out of the HST, you know. Never been on the first. Oh, sorry to hear that. Poor health. Hopefully you are. Well, you are on the road to a speedy recovery, and hopefully, well, I'm sure there'll be good times ahead. Good times. And hopefully this stream, you know, gives you a chance to, you know, forget the doom and gloom of today's world, today's complex and doom and gloom kind of doomsday affair we seem to be hearing these days in the world. And hopefully, you know, you come along and take your mind off things and enjoy a bit of Train Sim World. And plus, it keeps me company. Nobody else really wants to talk other than Sight of Kin and, well, you. We used to have loads of people coming in the live chat and talking all the time. Occasionally I have some people, you know, popping in saying hello, but there's nothing like it used to be like in Train Sim World 2 for some reason. Many happy journeys on Northern Paces from Sheffield to Lincoln via Worksop and Retford. Ah, right. Never been on one. Oh yeah, I've already read that comment. Stupid me. Yeah, but What about spinning it up in your own way? My own way? What, like, do you mean me, or do you mean Sophie, Saito Ken? You'll have to explain what they mean by that question. Unless it's not to me. If it means, like, actually going out into the real world and making railway related videos, like, I don't know, exploring, I don't know, my local station or something like that, or train spotting, things like that, I could do that, but I don't really want to film it. I just want to enjoy it, really, rather than, or I've got to get the camera out, I've got to get it ready to record and this and that, you know, what have I got to say, and do I need to say anything? I just want to go in and enjoy it, you know, rather than make a video about it. But I know that if I was to make that kind of video, I imagine it would certainly pique a few people's interests, because they, well, firstly will be like, well, I've made a terrible mistake here, I'm going to absolutely rocket through the station, aren't I? I've been too busy talking again. We need to stop. We're not going to stop. We won't be stopping in a month for Sundays with this one. Oh well, we've already stopped at East Midlands Parkway, haven't we? Oh well. Oh well. Yeah, I failed. Never mind. Never mind. Oh, dearie me. Ah, well. Well, we stopped near the power station at least. Another muddy, lovely looking bit of water there, sewage maybe, from this facility. It's probably how it makes the nuclear. Oh well, we were meant to stop at that station, but we're not. Never mind. That is my mistake. The next station stop is Long Eaton. Oh, Jesus Christ. I should have just quit the stream after the 158. Oh dear. Never mind. So thanks. YouTube is my escape. Yeah. Like Wallace from Wallace and Gromit. That's small. Well, to be exact, I'm 4'3", so I'm not exactly the tallest person on the planet. Oh, 2 knee replacements. Oh, right, I see. I thought it was like mental health or something like that. I know Mr. Matt Pedalston, he did a stream for a mental health charity on, was it Train Sim Classic at Trade Sim World, and raised, what was it, nearly, what was it, I think, $3,000 or something like that, which is lovely to see. Lovely to see. I could do a charity live stream like that, it's just trying to bloody organise it. I don't know how it works, you know. Websites and links and how much you've raised and all this and that. Nice to see this bit of the route in the sunny with sunny conditions, because it looks totally different compared to the rain. Oh, I think I'm going to miss this one as well. Oh God, I'm really not doing well today. And pretend that board's a stopping board. There you go. That'll do. Jeez. When I make some timetable videos on this route, I'm going to have to seriously up my game with the one HST. Oh dear, hope people don't walk out onto the grassy bank. It don't look too bad, even this little community here don't look too shabby. I've seen a hell of a lot worse. Looks reasonably well structured, that, I must say. It's not horrendous. You can see the power station receding in the background. I actually have to wait, believe it or not. We'll close the doors. See if we can reverse the train. Will it allow me to? Will it reverse? Should reverse, right? Yeah. Is there a red signal? There isn't. There's no red signal at all. Oh, I could have easily just reversed. I'm shocked there's no signal here. Normally is at the end of the platform. See, there's nothing to worry about. We've stopped right on the marks here. I did a really cool screenshot with this earlier. It's just coming out of East Midlands Parkway with a bit of mist in spring, like mist or something. Trying to experiment with the misty conditions, and it was really, really cool. And I just took the photo and upped it to 4K, close to it, as YouTube would allow me, and then put it on the community post. Really enjoyed it. The next and final stop is Derby, 7.5 miles away. I'm amazed that you can do services from Derby to Leicester in under, what was it, 16 minutes I think it said on the timetable. It's insane. Alright, when we get to Derby, I will call it a day. Well, now stopping at my hotel. Oh dear. So sewage department Newark. Oh god. On the way to Lincoln, if you were asleep on the train, you were woke up by the time you passed the sewage farm. Oh god. Oh no. Your hometown, I take it, is Long Eaton. I don't know if it's a big town or a village or not. Reading is a pretty big town. I think Reading once tried to wants to try and get like city recognition or status. They miserably failed, of course. I think if they want to get that, they'll need some trams or something. But yeah, not enough space for a tram network. No chance. The buses are okay though. You know, they're named in different animals and colours and things. That's quite cool. But I don't use the buses. Don't use them since college, really. Probably cheaper than the car, but no. More convenient with the car. but I prefer the train overall. But sadly, where I am based, I'm not quite near the Reading train station. I'm a couple of miles out, or just over, I think, something like that. Maybe I should write a letter to Skyhook asking them, begging them to make the section from Derby to Sheffield and the Matlock branch and the Hope Valley line or Erewash Valley line, whatever it's called. I'll even put a PS. You can charge money on this if you want, if you add a class 222. I will give you money. £100. We'll do a presentation and send it to them on Keynote. Keynote presentation on my iPad and send it. The reasons why. The business opportunities, commercial opportunities. I don't know. Things I do. Things I think of. Oh, God. Speed limit of 100 miles per hour coming up. I think Pride Park, isn't it? Derby County Football Club Stadium is actually in the game. One of a few, rare few football clubs that have stadiums in the game. The gates work. They don't make any sound, but at least they work. Wind farm. Seems here, a little business district. Business facilities here. Need to get back in the cab pretty soon. This is an interesting station. What station is this? Spondon. Oh, I didn't stop here. What a nice little station. Really quite like that. And it's no small town joined on to Sawley. Oh, right. And the train bridge. Road takes you through to Castle Donington onto East Midlands Airport and Kegworth, where the famous air disasters happened. Ah, right. That's Angler's Business Park. Ah, and Spondon Level. Yeah, I know, Spondon Level Crossing. Look at the station and then there's a crossing in front of it. Right, we're on the final approach to Derby. This is just Park Depot on the left. There's an 08 there. Quite a few trains like just static stock, like old BR Mark 1 and coaches and all that stuff. Imagine they're the kind of stock you wouldn't normally see in this day and age, unless it's like during a, I don't know, rail tour season or something. I don't know. I think I prefer the approach into Derby more than Nottingham, to be fair. Overall, scenery of the route is definitely above average, much better than Dovetail, there's no doubt about that. But make no mistake, there is certainly room for improvement. I really hope Skyhook extend it. That will make my Christmases and birthdays, yeah, very, very special indeed if they did that. Jeez, especially at my time of year. Good grief. That's the one thing I would like. Do a remaster of Northern Trans Pennine and extend this through, extend it out. I don't care if they put a price on it, as long as it's not too expensive. Yeah, if Skyhook and Dovetail do that, brilliant. I won't need to buy anything else ever again, unless it includes gameplay for those routes, like services and so on and so forth. Whoa, stop. There we go. End of the line. We made it to Derby. At last. Hey, nice to be there. Well, we made it. Took me just over 31 minutes. Would you consider this your favourite route? Not my favourite route, no. My favourite of all time is Northern Transpennine. But certainly, I think my second favourite UK modern route. That's for sure. It's definitely in the top 5 for me, hands down. Bronco. I just really enjoy it. I mean, it's always a route I've really liked, like in Train Sim Classic, and I've always wanted to see it in Train Sim World. It's in Train Sim World. It's had a few updates. It looks good. It would be nice if they could, like I said, just extend it a bit more, add more mileage, some stations, and maybe another unit to run around on. But yeah, this service took me just under 31 minutes. Where it stopped at Loughborough, East Midlands Parkway, Long Eaton, and finally terminated at Derby Station. There we go. I think that'll do. I don't know how long the stream has been actually. How long has it been? Just over 3 hours. Oh my god. I need to start doing streams that are over 3 hours. Jesus. Can't keep doing that. Needs to be maximum 2 hours. I don't know why I go over it sometimes. I don't know. But yeah, there we go. That concludes this mammoth stream on the Midland main line. Always fun to get back on it and have some fun. If you'd enjoyed it, I'd appreciate it if you would consider hitting the thumbs up button below. And if you are watching for the first time, I would appreciate it if you would consider subscribing to the channel. The next stream will not take place this weekend, as I'm away this weekend. Like I said, I'm in Plymouth on Sunday. Sorry. Oh, I won't be. Will I? I'll stay over. No, I don't think I am. It's a matinee. So no, actually, my mistake. The next stream is indeed next week. Next Monday. The 10th of March 2025, and the route we'll be taking a look at, the route in question, is, if I can get it up on my little pad here, what's the route? Spurs Rail, where is it? Yes, the next route is a trip back in time in the UK. It is the return of Peak Forest. Yes, haven't been on a steam route in an awful long time, so hopefully you could join me for that, for some old school British steam. So, yeah, like I said, thank you very much for watching. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your week, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.